Be smart about it. I'm not a hit cardio kind of guy. It is actually the patience when it comes to creating a physique. Pose it up and giving a completely different physique than I have walked on stage in years. So I'm trying to come with this, I guess you would say, this 1970s kind of era look. Steve Reeves, sheesh, I think Steve was late 60s even. But a more I don't know, pleasant physique for the majority of the mass. It won't be all vascular. I just want muscle on muscle on muscle with a good shape that's appeasing and not too crazy. And then again, not a lot of vascularity or anything like that. Something that's more marketable in the mainstream world. So that is it for me. And this is all created, again, through the stuff I share with you guys here on YouTube and Facebook. And you guys can get all that information over on, yes, YouTube. We give all that information for you guys. Now, if you want to step it up, take it up a notch, maybe go, okay, I hear you talking about it. I see you doing it, but I want to incorporate this in for myself. And how do I do that? How do I incorporate the power bodybuilding principles into your training? And the nutrition is all one philosophy. And how can we change that? Well, that's easy enough. That will take place right over here on the private group on the Facebook. And that private group is going to allow you to have any of the workouts that I have put together. And it's also the only place through the Titan app is that you can get those workouts. I am no longer over at Fit Plan. Those will be cease and desist over there. But don't worry, all the plans that you have fallen in love with over the years is over on the Titan app. So that is right here. And again, for you guys, snake it in the bio. Get in there, slither in there, grab it, click it, rub it down, any way you want to do it. And then what I'll do is I will, if need be, we will alter it in whatever way to make sure that you're changing and it fits what you need. Not what everybody else needs, but just specifically what you need. That's a fun word to say. Specifically. What else we got, Jeffrey? What do we got cooking today? We did some great collaborations this week.
Yeah, do they know about yesterday?
They don't know about yesterday. I don't know. I think the IG knows about yesterday because that thing exploded. I went to sleep, woke up the next morning up 30.
Oh, yeah.
30 G. What?
Oh, really?
Yeah. It exploded. So IG probably knows. TikTok with the nice hat. And then I don't know if the Facebook people realize this, but we did an incredible collaboration. Check out IG stories to see that. Let me just leave it ambiguous in the meantime for you to get some curiosity to what we collaborated and why did it explode so much. But it's over on my IG stories with some fun stuff. And then today we just got back from a fun ass workout. And I did put up something to my community and said, hey, it is leg day. And that means that I did legs twice in the last 7 days. And the reason I wanted to say that is so you guys can feel good about going to do a body part twice a week. And the reason I say that is because you should not be doing that all year long, right? Let me get a amen on that one. And that's because that would mean you're most likely overtraining like a madman, thinking that that's going to make you a superhero, and that's not. It is actually the patience when it comes to creating a physique. And I know that's an odd thing to think about as you're young. As you get older, you kind of grasp that concept that you can't force things to happen. But as a youngster, I know that I sure tried to force it to happen. And that means I would train no matter what, 2-3 hours until my body just couldn't take it again. And it didn't get me physically. Physically and mentally, it put me at the 1%ers, but it didn't make my body grow where it could have. But maybe it helped me mentally. But again, mentally is great, but breaking down your body at the end of the day is not what I don't think anybody should be doing. And breaking it down to the point where it's not recovering. Obviously, breaking it down and allowing it to recover makes you stronger, better, longer, and separates you from the masses. And that's what true longevity is. Oh, okay. So that's a good point. He says, the question is, what do I think about elliptical machines? Here's the great thing. I think if you're doing like leg day, back day, and you threw in some deadlifts and rows, on those days, I'm cool with the elliptical, especially on leg day. I'm cool with the elliptical, something a little easier on the joints. Yeah, so I like it on those days. Heart rate's heart rate, right? So on those days, I don't mind that. On other days, I would rather the treadmill, get a little bit more of an incline walk or a step mill. A step mill is great. But elliptical is great. One thing I would do is just whatever piece of equipment you do have, it goes to heart rate. You know, be smart about it. I'm not a HIIT cardio kind of guy. Anybody into karate combat? So they are incredibly growing. Now here's some numbers that I was told, which is amazing to me. Karate combat is actually getting better numbers than UFC on views, which is I didn't even know, which is amazing. But I see that's why it's grown so fast. And I don't know what the numbers are on bare knuckle, the bare knuckle fighting, but it seems like I would assume both of those are doing extremely well. So it's going to be pretty cool to see this in person, because one of those things is I can appreciate, mostly because I'm a grappler, I can absolutely appreciate the chess match of the grappling and the rolling and the ground control. But at the end of the day, entertainment's entertainment, and some nice kicks to the head or punches to the face. It's really testosterone boosting excitement. So I will enjoy this weekend tremendously. And then Mona's a fan of anything. I don't know if you guys know this. Here's an odd thing about Mona. So you know, a lot of these Asian martial arts movies with subtitles, that's her favorite. Believe it or not, that's her favorite type of movie. If we see a movie on Netflix or something and it's martial arts, Asian subtitles, we're watching that. You know, it don't matter. It's actually pretty badass to have your girl like that, kind of a savage. Then she tries some of the kicks and shit on my head later that day, but you know, gotta take the good with the bad.